Good morning, everyone. It's around 10:38 right now. It's a bit chilly, but we need to run some errands. So let's go. Oh, you were just gonna stay there? You gotta hop in the car with me. And we're here. So where's here exactly? Well, right now I'm on my college campus. And it's winter break right now, but there are a couple things I need to get from the utility bookstore. And I've been deceived by this bookstore multiple times. I've checked the website, they say they're open, drive 15 minutes, they're not, drive 15 minutes back, but I'm sure they're open this time. So what am I getting here? Well, I'm getting scrubs, and just my top scrubs because everything else I have. And so for those of you who don't know, I'm a second-year nursing student in the spring term. And since the whole coronavirus, we've obviously been remote, but this coming spring term, they chose to have some in-person labs. And we'll be divided into cohorts and all that, smaller sections. And we do need a uniform top and uniform bottom for that, so let's go get them. All right, mission accomplished, but there was some trouble. Went to the bookstore and I went all the way to the back where the scrubs were, and I properly found my size. That wasn't the problem. What came next was kind of funny though. This person walked beside me, and at a quick glance, I thought of my previous roommate. And we're close, so we're close enough to like push each other around and laugh at it. So I purposely bumped into him and was like, "Oh, sorry, man." And then he kind of looked at me and was like, "Are you okay?" And then I realized it wasn't him. And it's very hard to tell with half your face covered and only, the top portion showing. So it was an honest mistake, and I kind of just felt just really awkward after that. But there's something you can do at that point, and it's just to realize that it was just a human moment. At a quick glance, I thought it was my previous roommate, and it wasn't. And after that, you can either sulk about it and have it ruin your day, or you just realize we all make mistakes. It happens. So what I did next was I just gave him the dab up. I apologized. I said that I thought he was my previous roommate, and it wasn't. And later we were in the line for the cash register. And I just struck up a conversation with him again. I apologized once again, and I got to know his name, and it turns out we're in the same program together, so we might even have some classes together. So just realize we all have human moments, laugh at it, and it becomes a good story to tell. I'm hungry, let's go make lunch. I'm super hungry right now, so let's make some food. That is definitely one of my go-to meals for lunch. It was just chicken that I thawed out the night before with some rice and quinoa, spinach, and I put in some hot honey in there, give it to my friend that we'll see later in this video. But that is usually just the standard for my lunch. Some chicken with some carbs of some sort. I knew I was going to train legs today, so I included the cups of rice in there with spinach. If I knew I wasn't going to train today, I would have substituted the quinoa and rice with some broccoli. But overall, a really good meal. I think it tastes great. So I wanted to talk about something, and that is how to sit on the ground. And you might be wondering, Eon, I am going to click off this video because I already know how to sit on the ground. You put your butt on the ground, crisscross applesauce, and you sit, right? That is true. That is one way you can do it. However, I find that if you sit there for too long in your pretzel leg, crisscross applesauce position, your hip flexors become a little tight, because when you're in that position for too long, your hips are in a posterior pelvic tilt position, which means your hip flexors are being shortened and they're not being lengthened or strengthened in that position. So I just wanted to show a couple variations of sitting on the ground that can open up your hip flexors and keep your sitting positions diverse. These positions will open up your hips, open up your hip flexors, and may help if you've been feeling tight in that area. So let's go to the ground. Here is the sitting position we are also used to. The longer I try to keep my straightened back, the harder it becomes, and I will eventually collapse into an even further posterior pelvic tilt position, creating those tight hips and hamstrings. So here's the first position. Kneeling on the ground. In the side view, you can see how I keep a straight back because it is easier to anteriorly tilt your hips forward, which keeps that posterior chain in alignment. Kneeling on my feet too long can create a lot of pressure and reduce circulation of the blood to the feet, so I will usually opt to sit on a yoga block. I sit on the yoga block and have my feet under my glutes and knees in alignment on the sides. A slight variation is to have the feet separated from under the glutes to further reduce pressure. I tend to switch from my feet under the glutes to feet separated from the glutes, so feel free to move around and adjust. If you don't have a yoga block, a throw pillow works just as well. Same rules apply. The next position is a scissor position. One leg will form a right angle in front of you, while the other leg forms a right angle behind you, creating a half square. If this is easy for you, you can try extending the back leg away from your front foot. Do not go too far though, because this will put your hips into an awkward position, which is not what we are aiming for. Due to the bony structures of the knees and ankles, this would feel more comfortable done on carpet, grass, or a yoga mat. Don't forget to switch sides too. You don't want your body to be uneven. Train both sides equally to prevent imbalances. Make sure you don't have a rounded back as well. Sit straight up with the chest out to get the most out of this scissor position. The next position is the half frog position. One leg will be on the floor with the foot under the glute, while the other is positioned upright. I'll usually have my hands either in the front or beside me, providing light support using my fingertips. Since you will be sitting on your foot, this position is best done on a soft surface. And don't forget to switch sides. Next, you will see the full frog position, done by balancing yourself on the toes of both feet. And lastly, we have a slight variation of the half frog position with the leg on the floor more in front, in contrast to the other position where the ground leg was pointing outwards. Again, make sure to switch sides. The goal of having all these sitting positions is to keep the body moving and expose the muscles to ranges of motion we may not train daily or neglect to train. Only sitting one way creates limitations in our movement early on and will compound as we grow older. So make sure to incorporate these now to move freely in the future. So yeah, those are my different sitting positions that I use pretty daily. If I'm watching TV or anything with my phone, I'll usually go to the floor, just drop down and go to one of those positions. Not that I don't sit on the couch from here and there, but I find that when I sit on the couch for too long, it promotes more of that posterior pelvic tilt, which can cause hamstring problems and tight hips, especially done for a long time. So I find that if I change between those sitting positions pretty often, I can keep my hip flexibility and mobility up to date and where I want them. So if you haven't connected with the ground yet, I suggest you start doing so and let me know how it works. Just be cautious when getting into these various positions. We all have different bodies and mechanics. So what may be easy for me or hard for me may be easy or hard for you. So just go into these positions slowly and If you start feeling anything more than a mild discomfort, you should definitely switch your position and keep it moving. There isn't one best sitting position because our bodies were made to move. So whichever position you like, just keep in mind to change it every now and then. So now I'm gonna get ready to go and see my friend, and we're gonna have a little gym session. So we'll see you guys then. Though the city is close to me, I could drive there, but public transport is easier and you don't have to park it. So I'll be using that. Well, that was exciting. It was my first time using the subway alone, so let's go find my friend Ben now. And we got him. There's Ben.
Hello.
So today, we're just gonna be hitting some legs, and if you don't remember Ben, he went jumping out of a plane with me. So, let's go fix some chicken legs. Okay, so we did more than legs. That's okay, but right now, I'm in a massage chair, and we're just gonna put the pressure all the way up. What the heck? Alright, so right now, there's just a bunch of water moving up and down this chair along my body, and this is called a HydroMassage, and I've never been in one. It feels so weird. It feels like when you're in a jet pool, and there's just a constant jet on every part of your body. Okay, so here's a massage chair, and basically what it did was, all around was, it was just a bunch of water going up and down this film, and it like separated when it got to your hip area down to your legs. You can see like the little crevices in there where your legs and neck should be, and when it reached your neck, it really sounded like you were on the beach. So that beach panel they had was pretty accurate. Overall, thumbs up. Good job, Planet Fitness. All right, we just finished our hydro massage and our leg, arm, ab, everything day. So now we're gonna get some food. So let's see what we can get. And we got ramen. And I got ripped off 3 eggs. Oh, well, no.
1 egg.
1 egg. He only gave me half of my egg, and Ben doesn't like eggs. So I'm lacking protein, but it's okay.
Why is the light flickering?
Ben, you need to pay the electricity bill. And that concludes my day. Unfortunately, I was not able to record our gym session. Just for the privacy of others, I didn't know if anyone in the background didn't want to be on camera, so I respected everyone's privacy in that way. Hopefully in the future, I'll be able to record some other workouts that I go to or that I do for you guys, just to show you some routines. I will definitely be including more fitness related stuff on this channel just because I'm so passionate about how our body moves and how we should be moving, and flexibility, mobility, strength. All those areas interest me a lot and I'm very passionate about it. After our ramen, we just got some dessert and I was on the train and headed home. And now you can see I'm all showered up, my hair's all down, and I'm getting ready to sleep. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. It was a lot of fun. I hope you gained something of value, whether it be entertainment, a lesson about humility, a new recipe, anything you gained, hopefully you gained from this video. And if you didn't gain anything, subscribe for more, you know? Maybe you'll gain something in the future, but you'll never know if you're never subscribed. But thank you guys for tuning in. It was fun making this. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.